has shown me a lot of things.
Now, we were just there, and we just heard the name S3FA.
Yeah.
Seriously, I've not chanced because I'm someone who is always on the socials, checking out new talents. My producer, like Samuel Jupiter, like this, is always on the socials. But then there was never a time that we chanced on S3FA, whether in a performance or whether people talking about her. But I just saw that she burst onto the scene. Now, let's talk about growing up. How was growing up like?
Growing up for me was amazing. I come from a very lovely home, and we are more of like a tight knitted family. So we just spend time together. I'm an introvert. My whole family is an introvert. That's why probably you haven't heard of me doing all those things before you say I best out. But we've been putting in the work low key because we believe that it's the work that makes the noise, not the person or what you're seeing.
True.
Yeah.
So you've just been there before. But how was the link up with Black Avenue Music with D Black himself?
I got a message from him. I was at lectures one day and I got a message from him because before I joined Black Avenue Music, I used to sing in pubs and clubs and stuff like that. And I'll post my videos on Instagram.
Okay.
So I got a message from him and he's like, hi, I've gone through your page. I like your videos. Busy and I are thinking of starting a record label. Let me know if you're interested. And I spoke to my mom about it and she's like, I mean, singing is what you love to do. Let's give it a shot and see. So that's how I met D Black and the whole team and everything.
But before music, and every child growing up has an aspiration or something that he or she would love to do. Before even music came into the picture, what have you always wanted to be?
I wanted to go into real estate or be an air hostess.
Wow.
Yeah, but somebody liked me. Before I was way bigger than this. Somebody told me that if I stand on the plane to calm down. So yeah, I just cried. I was like, okay, I'm going to real estate. I want to be a businesswoman. I'm going to that. And then I found joy and passion in music. So I was like,
has that dream been squashed? Wanting to be an air hostess or?
No, it hasn't. It hasn't. As I said, because music is, even though I've taken music as my main profession now, it's more of like a talent and a passion. So it's something that I can always do with something else. It's not like it's a strict profession for me. So,
yeah. So definitely you might think of going into the hospitality sector for some time. Anyways, if you're just tuning in, we're having a conversation with beautiful S3FA. If you don't know S3FA, Ichoko. She's the one that we are having that very conversation with. This is Love 99.5 FM, Drive Time, the city's greatest late afternoon show on the most vibrant space, Love 99.5 FM. Go onto our socials now. We are live on Facebook. Then you get to see the beauty that I'm seeing myself here. Okay? So now we have S3FA. Now, S3FA, the name S3FA, is it a stage name or is it actually your name?
It's my name. My full name is S3FA.
S3FA.
Yes,
S3FA. So you are Ewe.
Yes, please, I am.
Both parents being
half
Ewe,
half not now.
Okay.
So, now, if you see the height, you know.
I definitely now I know. Now I know.
You see the height, you know. So my full name is S3FA, and when I decided to do music, we said, okay, we are just going to shorten it and do it S3FA. Yes.
Nice one. Now, in the industry you find yourself, women do not actually even, should I say, have a bigger success in the industry itself. I don't know. For you, before you stepped into that very industry itself, you could see people have tried. Now, there have been conversation that if a woman would actually be successful in the music industry, she would have to have an affair with the manager to actually pull some strings for her to actually have a success in the industry. What has been your thoughts about that conversation?
I think that's a lie because I've seen it. I know my colleagues. Not like I know them personally, but I've met a lot of my colleagues who are females, and they are not doing stuff with their management, and they are doing amazingly well. And I've heard of people that have done stuff with their management, and I've not even gotten to where my colleagues and I are yet, or where I've gotten to yet. So it's just something that has to do with people here say, but that's not what is going on in the industry. We are really working hard. I think with us as females, we need people to really invest in us. Like the women should come out, because I know there are lots of rich women around. They should just invest into us and just help build their craft. Because when it comes to women, there's a lot you can do with women, and there's money in women, like bringing out women. But I think a lot of people don't know that because they are not really trying to put their money into entertainment like that. So if we are able to get investors in the music, I mean, it will do amazing.
I had to ask this very question because I know you might have chanced on, whether on the tabloids, on Twitter and stuff like that, people dragging here and there, that I'm asking this question because there was once a time I think I read on Twitter whereby people were saying there was an affair between yourself and D Black.
Yeah.
And how true is that?
Oh, that's a lie. That's a very big lie. And I keep saying no, he keeps saying no. But people, that's the thing with human beings. They'll think whatever they want to think. You can tell them this is what it is, and then they'll still not believe it.
Now, the conversation between Ghana and Nigeria is not stopping anytime soon. And it's a conversation that will come up all of the time with this very space that you find yourself. And I know, irrespective of the underground work, but professionally, it has been a short space. But then your rise to fame has been a very quick one. How would you put your rise to fame? What do you think accounted for that quick rise?
You keep on saying quick, but I don't think my journey has been quick at all. A lot of hard work and tears has gone into it. And I think that's what God does. God does things in mysterious ways. When you finally get into the faces of people think, oh, she just got it like that. But it was a lot of hard work. I will not lie to you. A lot of things that we are going through that we cannot even talk about, you understand? But I think when it comes to the conversation between us and then the people in the Nigerians are a lot. One state, I think, can be the whole of Ghana at the moment. So the numbers really help them. And Nigeria, they have investors. I'm always hitting on the investors because it's more about investing in the music, making sure that we stream more instead of just downloading from websites that do not pay the artists or illegal websites, just understanding the music more and just enjoying it, supporting our own. I think that is what will help us as an industry.
That is what you think would help us an industry. But in your opinion as well, which I have asked people every time I sit with them, because there's this various conversation that things are not right in our industry. Do you think things are not right in the industry?
Can you kindly elaborate on things that are not right in the industry?
Because what at a point in time, someone thinks that the industry is not doing certain things enough to help the creative individual as well. Now, in your own small way, what have you observed that is wrong in the industry, the music industry itself, that you think that more attention needs to be put to?
I think that we as Ghanaians, we are very talented, very, very talented. But talent is, nowadays in the world, talent is not everything. Talent is not everything. In this business we are doing, talent plays like 40%, 30% of the whole thing.
Really?
It's the people behind the scenes, the publishers distributing the music, the people investing into your music, making sure that other people hear it. There are artists that just sit in their house and release songs and it blows. They don't do the kind of hard work that some of us will be doing, hopping from radio station to radio station, because they have the labels who have already put things in place for them, you understand? And that is what makes it easy for an artist, because in the global world, talent, music is a very huge business.
True.
Even though the talent is like, okay, the main thing, that the main, let's say, quote unquote, ingredient you need for the music industry, but you need the people behind the scenes. They are the people that make the song blow. It's not us, and it's just the grace of God. So with me, I just think that we just need people to support us, to genuinely love us, and not compare us to our neighboring countries, which I don't want to mention their names, because they have what we don't have. You understand? They have everything put in place for them. We have to work 10 times as much as anybody else just to make our music heard.
If you're also just tuning in as well, S3FA is with me in the studio. I definitely will activate phone lines for you to have a conversation with her. Now, S3FA, let's talk about Vibration.
Yes.
You and Mewe. How did that happen? Because Mewe, for a very long time, have not heard him drop a song, but then you brought him on there. How was the link up like?
So Mewe is someone that I've been listening to for a very long time. He's like one of my favorite musicians of all times. And, those days, there was no day that you go to a party that you hear Miss Lolo, Zoplazo, and all this. I was like, okay, I want to do something with Zoplazo, but I'm not taking anything away from the song because it's already amazing. I just want to make it a little bit more danceable, add Afrobeat, a little bit of drums, just so we can relate to it in this modern world. And I texted him, actually, when the song was done, I texted him on Instagram and I'm like, oh, hi, sir, I'm your fan, blah, blah, blah. I have a song and I wanted to listen to, hopefully jump on it. And he loved it. I was like, okay, let's do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just like that. You just had to hit him up on Instagram.
Yes.
And did he have an idea about you as an artist?
So when I didn't have to explain myself too much or describe myself too much. I don't know. I just think he just had an idea of who I was. Yeah, and especially because it was through Instagram too. He went to check out my YouTube, everything about me, and he came back. He was like, I want to do it. So.
And the title Vibration. Why Vibration? Because your titles, we have Ichok, which we know is a street slang. Ichok, it could mean anything depending on the context in which you're using it. And we have Vibration now. Why the word vibration? You love to be vibrated.
I don't know if it's just me, but anytime I listen to this song, especially like when I'm alone, like I can listen to it and it gets to some point I just find myself moving without even knowing. That's how I feel about the song. So I was like, I mean, since it's vibrating me and it's a vibe, yeah, Charlie, vibration now.
Anyway, so after Vibration, what are we looking for next with S3FA?
A lot of amazing things. I'm working on a body of work that's coming out, and as I always say, I don't like to put my eggs there before they are hatched. So I'm working on the low. When it comes out, we would enjoy it.
Oh, so is it an EP or an album?
Hopefully an EP.
An EP. Yeah. So an EP would be like, say, 6 or 7 track EP.
Yes.
And any surprises in there?
When it comes to people will hear it. You know me, I like surprises. I always like to drop 1 or 2 things.
Because I know in your tour in Europe, you had wanted to link up with Steph London.
I think that we spoke about it when we were in the UK, rather.
In the UK.
But I mean, it's anything can happen. Why are you smiling? You want to do something? Anything can happen.
No, I just want to find out, because I just want to give our listeners gist from S3FA.
Yeah.
Because when S3FA is in town, we definitely would have to have gist before.
Yeah.
So for the sake of me crashing on you, okay, and for the sake of you understanding that I'm crashing on you, just drop me just one individual on that body of work.
Okay, for the fact that you are crashing on me, I'll tell you behind the scenes.
Oh, S3FA.
Because if I say this one, then the deal I have with whoever, then there's a go.
There's a deal in there.
You know, it's not everything I can say and everything. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now talking about deals. Now I find it very difficult finding a female artist getting endorsement deals from big brands and stuff like that. And I think that it is some conversation that's yourself and your fellow colleagues who find themselves in that same situation might have had that conversation on. What do you think? Is it that we're not paying attention to females? Is it that brands do not believe in females? Or is it that brands think that in our part of the world where we find ourselves, women love to expose themselves so much, so they don't want their brands to be associated with? What do you think could be the problem?
I don't think it's about exposing yourself, because when you go outside, they do worse than that. They do worse than that. If anything, it's just more of the fact that if anything. But even this, I don't even want to talk plenty. I don't want to talk plenty because, you know, I feel like it has nothing to do with the dressing. It has nothing to do with the fact that, okay, the female musicians here cannot promote their song. Probably the brands haven't found the right people yet. They haven't, and the people they have signed are the people they think can do the work for them. But I think they should try one female artist and see. They'll be amazed.
Now, is S3FA open to working with young artists as well?
Yeah, of course. I've done features with a lot of young artists. I think we even did one with one guy from Kumasi, MZ, something, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And is S3FA expensive?
Oh, personally, dear, Charlie. Personally, yeah, I'm expensive. But when it comes to work, you know, as I said, it's not all about the money.
No, when you say you personally, you're expensive, what do you mean by that?
Like, me, myself, I see myself as expenditure. I'm expensive. You understand? But when it comes to work, it's not just about the money. It's also about the talent. Because when I was starting, somebody also helped me like that. And it's more about, you know, now you as a creative, you're always open to try new things, to get new ideas. So working, I don't think money will be the first thing that will come into the picture when it comes to working. It's more about the vibe, the song. Is it good? Do we love it? Yeah.
Now, talking about you being expensive, would you think that it would have been one of the things that might have accounted, because it is energy? And I love you to actually own yourself, knowing your worth and stuff like that. Do you think it is an energy that has transferred to other people who might move to you and might think that, no, S3FA, so you're expensive to me.
Then you are not my type. I like a man that knows what he wants and goes for it. Me being able to afford things for myself does not make you less of a man if you know what you bring to the table. It has nothing to do with that.
Woo! That is S3FA for you. What is your advice to a young girl?
My advice to the young girl any young girl that is listening to me now, not specifically in my sector, who wants to come into my sector, just any type of young girl, I just want to tell you that whatever advice they are giving you now, that has to do with, abstain from sex, keep yourself well, work hard, learn hard. Whatever advice your mommy is giving you, take it. It's the truth. Because when you grow and you finally enter into life, you know that those times now you were doing as one day, you didn't know anything. You didn't know anything about life. When you really get to know what life is, you'd understand why they told you not to do some things when you used to do them.
And what are your words for your fans in Kumasi as well?
Ooh, I love you guys so much. And I always say, I don't have fans, I have family, because the love is just amazing. Thank you guys so much. And to you and your team for the love. I mean, I got here and I was so happy to just be here because of your vibe. Thank you so much.
And I can't let you go without giving us an acapella. I can't say giving me, because the whole of Ghana are listening to you now. And our peeps in the diaspora are also listening to you as well. So I want to say big shouts going out to those in the UK who are also live on the show now. Any acapella. I want vibration acapella.
Okay, so call me anytime you need me. My bee, you make me honey. From morning to next morning, I go give you how you want. Baby, you go come over tonight. Even me and my lover. Pull over, make a roll over till you land like a bulldozer. Where you do me, make fun go crazy. Body on my body, give me sweet vibrations. Although they need this continue heavy, come and chop my honey. So one bag go make lonely, Plaza, so plaza. You make a decolo, plaza.
Thank you very, very much, Sefa, for coming through. And as always, it is family. Anytime you are in town, feel free to come through. We are always here to actually welcome you and also bang your songs as well.
Thank you so much for having me and for all the support again. Thank you. And I love your vibe. It's amazing.
Thank you very much as well.